I know we are not supposed to be attached to the things of this world, but I love my children so much. How could God want me to love them less? Well, there's nothing wrong with loving your children. That love was put in you by nature. You can't help loving your children. But I've often wondered if a child of a very doting mother were to die at the age of 6, let us say, and be born next door, would the mother dote as much on him? She might feel a certain attraction that would be instinctive, but this thought of I and mine is the thing that needs to be overcome. You can love your children as children of God and get rid of that thought that these are my children. The trouble with that thought is that then you try to control their destiny. You try to make them into images of yourself. This was, I would say, the cause of problems that I had with my father. He wanted me to be an engineer, and I became a yogi. He could never adjust to that. And I think he became a little proud of what I have managed to accomplish in my life, but he still sort of would shake his head over my choice. I remember him, he said to somebody that was a mutual friend of ours, I just don't understand him. Well, don't have that thought. Give them the freedom to evolve in their own way. This means that if you are spiritual, let us say, you should give your child a chance to become spiritual, offer him truth, but don't hold it over him. Don't try to impose it on him. He has his own karma to work out. And what will happen is that if you try to impose it on him, he may reject it so strongly that he may forever reject it, or it may take him years to come back to it, which without that rejection, in the beginning, a sign of a true seeker is somebody who rejects in the beginning, and it's the first step he takes towards sincere and seeking of answers for himself. So don't worry if they do seem to reject your values. Offer them the example of your noble nature if you have it, and try not to offer an example of ignobility, such as anger and pettiness and those things. They will gain more from that example, but sometimes that example will come later after a period of rebellion. So don't try to control. Nonetheless, you naturally love your children. The important thing is not to think that they are my children. Remember, they've been many people's children. I've often said to people, everybody, sooner or later, will have to disappoint his mother. Fortunately, in my case, I did not have to, but I disappointed my father. And the truth is that, as Jesus put it, who is my father and brother and mother and sister but him who loves God? So the more you seek God, the more you will be able to help them.